Welcome back to Factorio, the Hyperbase Revisited, episode 3 I think we're on. Alright, I've got sort of decent UPS now, but that's probably because most things have kind of stopped. Down here we seem to be missing a few beacons and the like. Oh, I think it needs a few of those. No, I might be wrong on that. I think we need assembly machines and beacons here mainly. There may be a few spares over here. You seem to have been significantly depowered. That might not be ideal. Oh, and no storage boxes. Let's build another 5. Yeah, they're all full. Okay. Now, if I put in a request right here for some assembly machines. Let's see if they're... Yes, they are able to comply. What about if I also ask for some beacons? Okay, that's pretty good. Speed module, not 1s, speed module 3s perhaps. And productivity module 3s. Alright, that's handy. I was thinking I was going to have to go back to base, but clearly not. Alright, over here. Whoops, clicking on the wrong thing. If we give you some beacons, some of those. Hang on, it's giving them back to me. That's no good. I don't need these anymore. And you guys can go to 0. Right. All right. Back to yellow science. Maybe I'll just... Finding my plane when I get slightly lost is awkward here. If I just leave it somewhere. I think there's mods to help you find, well, I know somebody wrote one to help you find your car. I guess I could probably use that and use it to find a plane possibly. Any purples down here? Yep. Now, what's my plan for the moment? I think my plan is to try and get purple. Even though it looks like I'm doing yellow, that's just so I can redirect some traffic to purple. And I may have done this the wrong way, actually. Because I've made this into the Productivity 1 modules, whereas this is where the sulfuric acid for the blue circuits comes in, and now it has to go all the way over here to this blue circuit factory. But on the other hand, it might be easier to have this come down to purple from up there than where it currently goes. And this whole engine thing is completely wrong right now as well. I am thinking I'd have to move the lube as well, but I'm thinking maybe it would be better to do all of that processing sort of way back here, out of the way of yellow science. And I guess what I'm also looking for, oh, that's interesting, I have some coal there. So I need some stone. I seem to remember there was some, yeah, this stone here, 458 million worth. I used RSO for the patches, if you're wondering, to move them further away and to make them obscenely large once you got out from the starter area. I actually probably should have moved the whole base completely away from where it started. But, you know, 2.1G, this one 3.1G. You get a bit further away, 6G. G is billions, not that you'd realize it. 16 billion. This one will basically never run out. I just had to be aware of this little hole that was there and place my miners accordingly. But yeah, there is something to be said for trying to go down to single miners, since we have situations like this where the miners don't fit. And I guess the other thing I want to comment on at the moment is the whole, why am I bothering with Spidertron? 90% is for completeness, and the other 10% is, it might be useful in situations here just to have a little bit more mobile resource for collecting up stuff. So, what are you missing now? You're missing beacons. All right. Before we start moving this stuff, let's go back to here. And maybe we want to reinstate beacons. There we go. Beacons. I think I had all of the assembly machines I needed. Let's grab all those things if there's any around. It certainly is nice having these super fast bots. Okay, here we want to now zero these things. It certainly is a lot easier if we are able to steal from existing builds rather than have to go back to our very limited main base. 8,172. Okay, so that's probably about right for making yellow science, except that we only have one of the products actually adequately provided for currently. So the other products for yellow are the low density structure, which needs plastic, steel, and copper. Well, we've got iron right next to here. We have a supply of copper already that was dedicated to these, coming from way up here. That was the copper that was dedicated. So we've got the potential for the steel, we've got the potential for the copper. It's just I need to find some way of getting plastic manufacture in this general vicinity. And I'm also, this is where the blue science is. I did actually mark some of my areas, see? Blue science. The blue science now needs sulfur, so I need to be able to make, like, close would be nice. although Blue Science Provision should actually have most of the stuff provided from below, and there's absolutely no oil because I probably reduced the locations of oil a bit. This is the other thing that's a problem with completely changing your methodology. And the other thing that I wanted to check is this guy. So yeah, it looks like there's been a slight offset. I don't know if having an actual separated, having this separated like it is, will cause me a problem in terms of UPS. Probably not. Because they are all, I mean, there is a connection from one to the other. But it is interesting. It is another one of these differences that's cropped up. Obviously, there's like a one pixel or tile or something change that has taken place as a consequence of the multiple version change. So the new bit, it's done all of this since I returned this on. So it's not like it goes slowly. The whole point of using what's it called, recursive blueprints, is that if you marked out this entire area for solar panels, the bots have this huge backlog of commands. Let's just have a look actually. Do I have construction manager? See, it's very low at the moment, the construction manager. This is more like it, yeah. So the construction manager is very low, even though it's building all of this stuff, because it only has a small amount to deal with at a time. If it has a huge amount, you can easily get construction manager running with sort of 8 microsecond updates. Interesting how much Hellmod uses. I wonder why. But yes, when we're finally done, we have a train here that, I'll turn off F5. We have a train here that picks up solar panels and accumulators from the satellite build. Oh, what's this one? What is this one? I guess I'll find out shortly. I can't remember 100% what everything here does. All right, so I have a special train that delivers satellites, substations, and roboports. But the main one, of course, that we're using the most of is the this one. And you appear to be... Oh no, you do still have satellites. So that's fine. And this is the mechanism to count up and tell, and that's the blueprint in the blueprint deployer. It's probably just deployed a new one, which is here. Yes, it has. So, and as you can see, yes, it's connecting with the stuff it's done new, but it's not connecting with the old stuff because of the offset. And given how much has actually been done, I'm gonna probably just leave it. And yeah, the bots have a fair journey to fly up to there. But basically this will go all the way up to here and finish off that. Actually, it probably stops here, so it won't quite tie up. I think it might be one should tie up. Maybe I miscalculated here. I needed to leave some space for things like this that I was still using. I think my initial plan was to stop there, so I might not extend the solar any further. But yeah, the basic idea is when this train is empty, it goes all the way back, and this is one of the reasons why trains sometimes take a while. That will go all the way back along this track that is solely its track. And this is also one of the reasons why we have so much. I guess it's joined up at this point to this track. No. Maybe. I thought it actually went sort of all the way down the bottom. But maybe it's not the bottom anymore. Satellites. Which, are they here? No. That might be too far down. Oh, and I'm building more over here. So I wasn't quite finished with full 8K. Which you can actually see from here. I think there's 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I had 2/3 of the 8K deployed when versions started changing originally. But yes, all right. This isn't really helping us. I want to move this because I want to see, for one thing, if I can incorporate everything I need for the flying robot frames in there. So we're getting 2,731 per minute. And where's the purple? Purple. No, it was on yellow that I needed to look at. So the flying robot frame only needs half as many electric engines as that in the new formula. Which is very promising, because what I'd like to do is make it do the flying robot frames in place. And this will be wrong, of course, because of my issues with the beacons. I'll have to look up how to run this thing properly. But yes, so we actually could take off half of this. Now the other thing is we're going to have a train that comes down from here. This is much longer than... So normally it used to just wrap around there, being a very short train journey. Now it has to wrap through here and find a way back up here. So maybe I need to start deconstructing the train lines here now. I don't need any of these trains that used to go through here doing that anymore. This actually is just a pathway. And this is where we're going to start having problems, because there's material in in these boxes which I can't just get rid of easily. So maybe we'll just get rid of train lines for the moment. Whoops, we can't get rid of those boxes. Maybe I'll tell it not to worry about the boxes. Not to worry about, whoops. Not to worry about the boxes. Okay, maybe I should pick up this rail. turn these guys on. Oh, I gave away all my bots. We probably don't need construction bots over here anymore. But this is another issue that we have. Just the sheer... the sheer number of roboports leads itself to the bots being able to hide just about anywhere. Oop. It's not so much that I want all of them back. I'm not going to worry about it, but I would like, you know, like 50 or so. There you go, I'm basically there. Just means we can do stuff in a sort of reasonable period of time. So, now that we've got that out of the way, oh, I've got wire on here. Fancy wire conditions that I certainly can't remember exactly what they do, so don't ask me just yet. Something else we'll have to sort out in the future. This is basically a science train at the moment. And I think what I want to do is say, no, no more. Instead of an engines train, I need to send this engine train away. Oh, these are all full. Good grief. Well, we do need the engines. Why don't I selectively remove these for the moment? Actually, let's undo that one. That's basically what I want to do. All right, change this guy over again. Okay, good, you're in there. Oops. So the idea is just get rid of some of the engine units. Yeah, I probably still have a nasty little task here. I'll just wait until it's finished as far as it can. And then what I want to do is send it back to electric engine load. I don't think when I did this you could actually do rich text back in 16. So there's another thing that has changed. So this path somehow needs to connect to this. And it's not actually possible, so we're going to have to... wipe this out and move it. So that... so that it sort of goes to, you know, like so. Whoops. What's your problem? Now that bit by itself is okay, except that it's not, because it's actually this one that is the one that and I need a way back. I need a way back that preferably doesn't cross these tracks particularly often. Let me just see what we've got over here. So this one comes down onto this track. I guess we could use this one. Because this crossing won't happen. Could move that up to here, say. And deconstruct this stuff. Maybe switch bots, switch armors again. I think I might have to change the save interval. It's just a little bit too often. Settings, interface. No, not that. Where is it? Other. Auto save interval. Let's make it 20 minutes. It was just getting a little bit too annoying. And the rail can then go up to there. I think it's time for the other armor now. Oops. Now, where exactly? It's over there, isn't it? Okay. That should be the... Oh, except that it's actually this one that it's coming through on. Right? Oh, do you have power? You do. Interesting. Oh, can't build one. Are there any in these boxes? There should be, shouldn't there? Yes. No. No. Alright, fine. I'll use one of these. I just want to enable the radar again. So there's visibility. But, yes, this line here should actually be coming off this one. So we don't need any of that. What I do need is this one. Oh, come on. That's what we need. Okay, back to the bot armor. Get rid of this bit. One of the design principles around this map is basically to have these independent little rail networks that, as much as possible, don't cross each other, so that no UPS is wasted on pathing calculations and working out if other trains are coming and etc, etc. Basically a massive simplification of pathing and even collision detection to some extent. What we're going to need to do is here, we're going to have to change all of these requests. 30 rail. Oh, good grief. 30 rail. Oh, it's per 21 seconds. It's not actually that bad. We need these guys now. 40 would be fine. And you can see here the idea is with these bot builds, we are deliberately sharing requested chests as much as possible to cut down on bot decisions over where they need to go. And up the top. So yeah, as I said earlier, my first priority is just to get the sciences working, then we'll see about ways to improve this. I'm trying to get 30 rails to each one of these boxes in a timely fashion. Could be difficult. There's obviously some beacons here that are missing modules. We need to fix that. Okay, that looks like most of that was sorted. Okay. Right. And can I remember where... Stop telling me you've got no path. I don't care at the moment. I think there was some extra blue speed modules up here somewhere. Yeah, but those aren't the ones I'm after. In fact, I may even be missing speed modules from in here. Looks a lot like it, doesn't it? That's unfortunately an alert across the whole factory, not just here. So I don't... Yeah, there's obviously gaps for speed modules, so we're going to have to get some speed modules. Where... Okay, let's go to the map view. Can I see where I left my train? Not my train, my... yeah, this guy. Okay, this train stop. We don't need that anymore. We don't need any of these either. Oh, do I have more speed modules in here? Speed module 3. I do. Good, good. Okay. In that case, let's go here and tell it to give me... I don't know, give me 500. Maybe these guys should be increased to 100 as well. First of all, okay, you we need to change what you're doing, don't we? Your current loadout is nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have many of the... No, we don't actually, because we're actually going to have to go around and empty all of those before that's going to work. Okay, that's fine. For now, that's fine. Let's head back down here. Okay, let's see if... No, it doesn't actually have modules in it. All right. We are going to have to run along and give it modules ourselves. You tell it not to save so often, and it still saves at the most inconvenient of times. Where else are we missing modules? Oh, we're missing some down here. Okay. I'll run along here then. Probably means on the other side we're missing some as well, but not absolute for sure. Yep. Okay. Does that change how many purple science we can produce here? 8. That's actually more than we need. I might come back and reduce the total quantity. I need to get back into my jet. Now, I could use Spidertrons as like pack horses to pick up stuff, and what's in there? Do we have a problem where we are with no network space? No, it doesn't look like it, so I can ignore that. Okay, I'm a little bit overloaded. You have no trunk space. Okay. I'm going to need to go round. Oh, I'm going to need to get rid of all these pipes. We just don't need pipes up here. I may have to rethink where this unloads. Oh, I already have one. Okay. We need to remove pipes. Here, pipes. We need to remove pipes and probably pumps if there are any. From this area, we don't need them. They're a UPS hog. Okay, pipes are one thing. Now, unfortunately, I am basically going to have to go through every one of these providers. I suppose I could pick them all up with bots. I could pick them all up with bots, but that doesn't necessarily clean the hands, so I'd have to actually pick up all of the bots and all of the these inserters, and I probably need to clock these guys as well. That would probably help quite a bit on UPS. Maybe we'll do that. Well, we probably will do that. I'll certainly test it to see if clocking will help the UPS. I suspect it will, because at the moment we have these things probably delivering one at a time. Yes, you can see they're delivering one at a time. That doesn't make much sense. And okay, when they're getting topped up with 12, but these ones are only putting one at a time in. So I need to clock the output so that they build up to preferably a whole stack, and then the bots that pick these up will pick up a whole stack, and that will save quite a bit of UPS. Things like that we can do to help our UPS. We're not currently doing that, but we will be doing that. if you're wondering how long these trains are, these ones are 820s. And I think I mentioned in the previous episode, or even the one before, that possibly I probably only actually need 4 locomotives on these trains. I'd have sufficient acceleration with 4 locomotives. So, yeah, there is that. And now we're full. Okay. Looks like it's been picking off other stuff from me. We can probably just dump these... Oh, so it's a little uneven, but never mind. We're going to have to empty that of all of its non-relevant cargo. Where did we get up to? Here. So these are not actually my biggest trains on this map. I have some trains that are twice the size. Alright. Now the one that I'm kind of really concerned about. We need to... we need to change these. Whoops. Wrong key, that's better. Have all those. Yeah, now we're full. Now I could give this to a nice Spidertron, and that would be a reason to have Spidertrons. I've got to empty and change the consist here as well. So, yeah, fun. Maybe what we should do is empty this stuff off where we're making modules, which is way up here. And maybe I'll finish off doing this off camera, which is perhaps one of the reasons why it was fun for you and less fun for me in some ways, building the space. Not that I'm not excited about it, I am. Just having a super science base is always fun, especially if it's all on completely vanilla modules. Oh, we're actually fairly close to modules now. Vanilla based bases, it's always good. because there's certainly others that let you push the boundaries a lot further, but it's not really nearly as satisfying, I guess, as doing it from a vanilla base. It doesn't seem to want the rest of the stuff. It's disappointing, isn't it? What we could do is tell these to order $500 logistic bots. The level 3s, I would have thought that would have spurred this thing into life. But apparently not. What's the hold up here? So you want 2s. Why are you not producing? Because for some reason oh. We have more than one that's like that. We have a few that seem fine. Oh, here we go. No, that's correct. That's correct. That's not. Yeah, you shouldn't have that. There we go. That's better. That's correct. That's correct. Now we're into the 3s. So that's better. Hopefully they'll come and pick up my stuff. Or I could probably just start forcing it out. Are there any more 2s up the top? 3, 3, there we go. 2, you're set up properly. You're not. Okay, and then we're into the prod ones. Oh, it's emptied my trash slots for me now. Good. Excellent. That's what I was after. Anyway, guys, I guess I'll try and finish this exercise off and rejoin you next time, and hopefully we'll be a little bit, one step closer to resuming purple science properly in the space. So thanks for joining me for this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.